Hello, my name is Travion, and today's podcast is about the non-living dead movie and what you would do. Joining me here is...
Hello, Keela Bradley.
Hi, I'm Angel.
What's up? My name is Jamie.
Hi, I'm Lasiren.
Hello, I'm Alana.
And lastly, the best of the best, my name is Aaron.
Alright, the first question is, if you had to sacrifice one of our teammates, who would you sacrifice?
Aaron.
Or classmate.
Oh, so everybody in this class.
Yeah, everybody right here.
Who would I sacrifice?
The least useful.
I would sacrifice Jamie. It's no.
Pick up this one and smack you in your.
It's no offense, but I would sacrifice Jamie.
What for?
I don't know. I don't see no use.
Alright.
to me, if I would sacrifice anybody, it would be the slowest one. Whoever's lacking and the farthest behind. You get pushed. I'm sorry. You get pushed directly in there. You want to save us more enough time. If you can't run fast enough, I'll push you out.
Oh, I can run. You ever see me catch a bus?
Oh no, I know you can run.
Yeah, that's
You look like a runner. So.
Alright, if you had to bring one personal item into the zombie apocalypse, what would you bring?
My phone,
Why?
because it's a good coping mechanism to say the least.
Kofi.
Yes, there is a zombie apocalypse. I may be eaten tomorrow. I need to cope.
I need to go.
But you never have any internet in the zombie apocalypse.
Says who? Hotspots exist. If anything,
After the, like, I say about a week, everything is gonna be powered off.
I would say I would bring like my drawing tablet or something, so if the internet does happen to go out, I would still have something to do. We could also use it to like take notes and stuff and make plans.
Alright, do you think Barbara in the Night of the Living Dead movie was useless or was useful in some way?
she was useless.
Yeah, useless.
The only thing she was useful for was her sacrifice. It kind of helped Ben a little bit.
I'll agree with that. That sacrifice was definitely useful.
It
Nothing
wasn't
else.
really a
Yeah, nothing
sacrifice.
else.
It was just
It's
her
very multiple times.
being desperate.
It was more or less she was kind of at an odds, like astonished, and she froze up in terror, and she just could not function. So after that, anything that had to do with her, she was just
She was a liability until she was
You see how
sacrificed.
tall Ben is? That force it out hand, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I would be
them
astonished
punches.
myself waking up.
Alright, if there was something you would change in the Night of the Living Dead movie, what would you change?
The way Ben died.
I agree with that.
Why?
Because the way he died was so useless. He went through all of that just to get shot by some dudes who thought he was a zombie. If he could have went out like cooler. He could have died with like a horde of zombies in the cellar or something. I don't get how.
I don't think he
escaped that.
deserved to die, to say the least.
I feel
Because at the end of the day, he managed to survive through his hard work and determination, and all in it. For it to all be for naught is kind of just, I don't know, anticlimactic.
In my opinion, he should have stayed inside the house instead of like
He was in
getting
the house.
out. No, yeah, but he was in the window where they could see him. Like he should have hid, and when they were gone, then he could have gotten out.
But if he thought that he was going to get help, it would be understandable that you would look out the window or look to see who it was, to see if there was a living person out there.
I feel like honestly that if he was gonna die, he should have just died when the horde of zombies was in the house. Like I don't understand how they just was like, oh well, gonna disappear now, just evaporate.
I don't
That's
understand
fine.
how there was
And-
still
You don't
zombies in
think
the
that
basement.
police should have at least waited till they got a full look at him?
No,
No.
not at all. Shot. Exactly what they did.
Well, to be fair, zombies are so slow. Like they could have at least gotten a closer look, and if they confirmed it was zombies, then they could have shot.
But
But
then
no.
again,
This whole zombie apocalypse thing is new to them, and they don't really
that
know what to look for.
that and the zombies in Night of the Living Dead were particularly strong.
Mm-hmm.
The way Barbara got, like, her brother got wrestled and killed, they are at least like
Not just that, but it doesn't make any sense. It would make more sense that they should shoot before they start trying to look at him and take action, like try to investigate. Because at the end of the day, he didn't say anything. He didn't say, help me. He didn't say, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm not bitten. He didn't say nothing. He just let them walk in and they proceeded to shoot him. They thought, in a dark room by himself that supposedly at least looks like it was been taken down by zombies, that's probably a zombie right there.
making noise would have gotten him more attention from the zombies. So to sum it up, whether he asked for help or not, it probably would have ended in the same thing, because him being cautious shouldn't have had him die. Just he didn't want to scream, because if he screamed, the zombies would come for him because they know where he was. And if he wasn't to scream, he would have gotten shot, but he was wary because he didn't know who was outside.
But he didn't have to scream. When they had walked when they was like walking, he could easily hear them coming down the steps. He could have just said, "I'm right here," not yelling beyond recognition to the point where the zombies are like, "Oh, he's over there." But they could have
No,
been
because they weren't inside the house. They were
Right.
outside on the
That's what I'm
outside
saying.
the house.
For him to scream loud enough for them to do it, he'd be doing overboard. They were already coming down the steps. He could have easily let them know that he was alive and all that, because he heard somebody.
They have killed all the zombies that were
They
outside.
was coming down the hill, and they was killing off zombies as they went.
Yeah, so the zombies were
I'll
all
just
gone
chalk
when
it
they
up.
got
I
shot.
think we should just chalk it up to him not being fast
ignorance.
enough.
Yes.
Ignorance.
Yeah, him
Yeah.
not being fast enough is saying things.
All right, in this half octagon, who do you think will contribute more to the class in the zombie apocalypse?
I think Leslie would be very good at like people stuff, like helping them cope, like get through it all. She's like a mini therapist.
I kind of feel like Air would be good for I see him as like some sort of tank almost.
You're not wrong.
The zombies come running at you. No area.
He'd probably be like the fastest and probably be the most efficient at like gathering resources, I would see.
I thought it was gonna be like for him to barricade stuff, but he can.
I mean, he could do that too. I'm just saying, like, he has like the most, I would say, muscle mass out of everybody. So he would be able to do. He'd be able to do the most in the situation.
I do work out of I think Angel would contribute, because he know how to farm. It's like in his blood. But
Could you technically say that about us?
Yeah, you definitely.
yeah.
She's helping with clothes.
All right, where is one of the first places you would go in the zombie apocalypse?
My bathroom.
Your bathroom?
Why?
I would literally y'all gonna censor this, right?
Depends
I'm
on how
literally
funny.
bricks. So I gotta get it out first before I do anything. God be damn, I smell like dookie while I'm trying to fight off a zombie.
I'd like to see that.
I'd probably go to my father actually, because then he'd probably have something to do in that situation.
So you're
Something, some sort of weapon, I don't know.
In a zombie apocalypse, what group would you fall under? Scavenging, raiding, scouting, and farming.
I'll say raiding.
Wow.
Because I feel like I intimidate people, so I can go rob people. And it's like in my blood as well. So, I'll go steal from people, burn down their, raiding.
Well, if we were that one, you can also use that as a second base.
You know, I did say farming before, but I actually think I'd be better at scavenging because, whenever you try to, whenever your mom tells you to find something and you can't find it, and then when she goes to find it, she finds it, instantly and finds out thin air. I'm inheriting that. I'm inheriting that. Along with her freaking superhuman ability to resist fire. She got fire resistance. She got fire resistance
from Minecraft.
Your mom has that
quick,
too?
Real quick. Help out our two camera people by raising your hand, because when y'all start speaking, they got whipped real quick. Okay? Thank you.
Your mother has that too?
I feel like I'd probably be like a farmer, most likely, because I don't think I would be much on the rating side of the game. Okay. I don't think I would be good at the rating side of the game. I mean, I could also be a scavenger, but I mean, I feel like I'd be like the slowest scavenger, so the farmer would probably be the best for me.
Okay, so by scavenging, what do you mean?
Like scavenging, isn't how military vehicles in typical zombie movies are spread out around everywhere?
mostly finding stuff to
Yeah.
keep.
I would probably be a scavenger. Yeah, most definitely. I could
Alright.
also double as a raider because I have wonderful thieving skills. To say the least.
All right, which one of those categories, meaning scavenging, raiding, scouting, or farming, would contribute the most?
Scavenging.
Scavenging, because they're looking
Yeah.
for food.
Yeah.
Scavenging.
I would say farming.
You piss
yeah,
them off, they're
Why
gonna let
would
you
y'all
starve.
say scavenging?
The what you said, wild
Oh.
scavenging.
Well, I said
Like, whoever picked
scavenging.
scavenging, why would you pick scavenging?
So I would pick scavenging because while farming does like play a big part, it takes a while for food to actually grow. So you would have to have some other source of intake before the farming process is complete.
Jamie?
Yeah, like Alana said, like farming takes a while, so like, you need another source of food, and also scavengers are getting weapons. So like we need someone to go out and get those weapons, and if we don't have scavengers, then we're basically like defenseless.
All right, Aaron, what would you say farming?
I would say farming because like sometimes like even when you go to scavenge, you don't always get something back in return. Like sometimes when people go out to scavenge in movies, they end up with nothing in their hands. And then I would say like an example in The Last of Us, they started running out of food, so they started eating each other. And so it's like when you actually got like you start farming, yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but you gonna have something as a backup for when scavenging don't go as
It
planned as
reaps the
well.
most benefits. I get you.
That and some stuff goes faster than other
Yeah.
things. So
Ooh, and also if you're, I think if you're scavenging, then you'll most likely find at least something about you because if people are infected already, then they'll probably like leave behind their thing and not get it back if you haven't infected.
If there was a zombie apocalypse, out of y'all, what survival attribute would you excel at the most?
It's me,
Like
like
Alana.
I think I would excel in the strength aspect, more or less like picking things up and handling heavy stuff. That would probably what I excel in.
Okay. Aaron?
I was gonna say picking up stuff, but I think she's stronger. To be honest. So, to be honest, I would say like mostly everything, but like farming and stuff like that. But like mostly everything.
So agriculture?
Yeah.
Everything except agriculture?
I think I would also be good at like making barricades and stuff, carrying stuff like the supplies that we need.
Alana?
I also have another one. I would be very good at playing.
Alright. In your opinion, how long would you survive in the zombie apocalypse?
1 hour.
Why 1 hour?
Because I'm taking myself out within 1 hour. Easy.
Alana?
Probably a month at best.
Why?
Because I can survive, but after a while it'll get tiring and I might just end it all.
Yeah.
Angel.
It depends if I'm like in a group or not. If I was like alone, a week at most.
Yeah.
I'd go crazy from the loneliness and just like off myself.
I also kind of agree with what Angel said, but it wouldn't be a week. It'd be like 3 days. I would get bored. I would just be like, I'm not about to live here with a bunch of zombies. They gonna eat me already. I might as well kill myself now. They can have my body already.
It's a very
but if-
depressing question.
But if I was with a group of people though, I'd probably last longer just because they would help me feel like I had something to work for. Like, I don't want them to die with me. I feel like if I'm by myself, there's no point. But if I'm with people, I feel like I'd have to care for the people around me, not
I
just
mean, it
myself.
depends if they're a good group or a bad group.
Yeah.
True said. Like, they're a bad group. I'm just running away and offing myself.
No. If it's a bad group, I'm letting myself get bit and then just staying.
Yeah, just stay and let
In
them
my
all get
opinion,
bit.
I'll survive until I got injured.
Yeah.
I'm not going around the zombie apocalypse with a broken ankle, and excuse my language, a fucked up arm. I'm
He
not
said
doing
that's
it.
he said that's my last injury.
Because imagine trying to walk around with a jacked up ankle.
I'm not
can't go
gonna
to the
imagine it
hospital.
because I'm not gonna put myself in that predicament.
You gonna be just sitting there
I'm
trying
just
to
gonna
walk
lie
around.
there, looking up.
Just look at the sky until some zombies smell you.
All right, would you believe in love during the zombie apocalypse? Hey, Alana.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Yes, I would believe in love per se, but anything beyond that is a no, to say the least. Like along the lines of intercourse. Yeah, that's a hard no. That's a hard no. Cause pregnancy is a possibility. You see, and if pregnancy is a possibility, then dying is also not. Dying is the result of that possibility. Because I cannot take the risk.
All right, what if you fell in love with a zombie?
I'm not desperate. I'm very beautiful. I'm not desperate, man.
I don't know.
I'm not desperate.
If Ryan Reynolds just came up to you.
I don't even find Ryan Reynolds.
All right, continue with the questions.
All right, that's enough out of you, Alana.
I feel like it's not a thing at all. Like, don't get me wrong, you could like somebody in the zombie apocalypse, but like, what more can you do but like the person? Y'all gonna die anyway. Like, I feel like if you try to do anything besides liking the person, it's gonna end up horrendous. Like, I feel like you gonna have a baby and it's gonna, what you know, it's brought the whole entire rain to you. Yes. If you ever kept it, and if you decide, you know what, no, I'm not doing that. It's gonna be. I mean, what more can you do but just focus on living?
And then Jamie.
I was gonna say I would agree with Akila, because like Akila. Okay, but I was gonna say I would agree with Akila because like if you find out if you're pregnant in the zombie apocalypse, that's pretty much game over because like what if you're in the middle of giving birth and there are zombies like surrounding you? It's like Jane from the Walking Dead game. The moment she found out she was pregnant, she offed herself. She was not dealing with that.
All right, in the Night of the Living Dead.
Angel.
Go.
I like
this question over with. Come on.
No. So like if you were pregnant and you somehow did get the baby out, like having a baby is expensive already, but like when you have no money and basically no food either, that's even worse. You're basically sabotaging yourself.
People all the time.
You got a sound alarm. You got a sound alarm on you.
All right, in the Night of the Living Dead, where would you have chosen, upstairs or the cellar?
Upstairs, definitely.
Cellar.
Upstairs.
Raise your hands.
I would choose upstairs because I feel like higher ground would be better than lower ground. I don't feel like I should be going downstairs where like pretty much there's barely any room to escape anywhere. Like I feel like even if I go upstairs, let's say it's probably like an attic and it has like a window, at least I have the window option to escape. Like I at least have enough high ground to have enough time before I can escape, and I can actually see what's beyond the high ground. Like if I'm all the way down in the basement, what am I gonna do besides look around in this darkness?
So I would like say like two things. Like so, first of all, like Ben ended up going to sell it anyway. So it's like him being upstairs didn't help at all. He ended up still going downstairs. And second, it was like not necessarily weapons, but tools that can be used as weapons. It was an axe, it was hammers. It's like it was actual like resources down there already. So it's not like the zombies come banging on the door. It's not. They didn't.
Excuse me for cutting you off. But the only reason he was down there was because they blew up the car.
Yeah.
Doing stupid actions.
Literally, all their plans to escape failed, and it was upstairs, and he still ended up going to the safest place, which was the cellar.
Jamie?
I was gonna say like, cause you wouldn't know that there would be weapons in the cellar. Like you could go down the cellar, it could be literally nothing down there. Like you would have like no clear way of knowing there'd be weapons in there.
Alana?
I choose upstairs for the simple fact that unless we actually have like non-perishable food on hand, upstairs would be the best option, especially since you get more leeway of moving around, because it's like a upstairs and then you got the first floor and there's also a kitchen. So that aspect, it's just while like weapons may be in the cellar, it's just, I feel as though it's the safest option.
Okay. If you were to get infected, would you tell everybody or keep it to yourself?
It depends on the group, like we discussed before.
Why?
Like if they're good to me, I'll tell them. I'll probably off myself before I do.
I'm not good to you, so it's not gonna be a great day.
Yeah, Heron, you're gone.
If I was infected, I'm not telling nobody.
Why?
It's gonna be a suicide bomb. Everybody going down with me. I'm already going down. And y'all close to me, we gonna be closer to death. Closer together.
Till death do us part.
Death do us part.
I probably would tell everyone and then leave.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, depending, also, it does depend on the group. Because if they're like rude and disrespectful people, you know what I'm talking about. Then I probably wouldn't tell them because, like, if push comes to shove and I turn into a zombie, you the first one. Like, I got the eyes on you, man. But if it's like with a group like this, I would probably tell them and then go off on my own because I wouldn't really want them to die.
I'll put you out your misery.
I don't need you to do that.
No, I'm doing that myself.
Tequila?
I also agree with Alana and Angel. I feel like in the case of like having versus a good group and a bad group, if there's a good group, I would let them know, probably tell them to kill me so that way I can't come back to them later because that would be like regret to me. And then if it was like a bad group, yeah, I'm going to get to the closest person I hate the most so that way when I transform, I can bite them first.
That's so crazy.
Real quick. Is hygiene important in a zombie apocalypse?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes,
Why?
absolutely.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, would you take
Like-
a shower still in a zombie apocalypse? I don't know.
No,
If
you
you-
can't take a shower because that's wasted water.
Okay.
If you don't take a shower,
You can
then
go
you're
to a
more.
river.
Let him answer.
Go ahead.
If you clean yourself more often, then you're less susceptible to like viruses and stuff, which would be useful. Because like if you got a virus, then you could just spread it to your whole team, and the zombie virus wouldn't even matter, and you'd die for nothing.
Go.
Pause real quick. I don't think our sound man realizes that whatever audio that is creeping into this. Just to let you know. Go ahead, Lon.
I have headphones.
Yeah, but I'm hearing. You're gonna hear that all throughout this episode. Keep
I'm gonna
going.
have to edit that.
I agree with Angel because viruses and like germs and stuff do still exist. If not, they are more prominent because there are dead corpses walking. And this is like a little history fact, but when doctors used to like handle corpses, they used to go and deliver have babies, like they are the attending doctor for pregnant women, and the pregnant women would catch a disease from the dead bodies and they would eventually die. So cleanliness is very important.
That's why I say don't use your water on hand. Go to a river. Go, Akila.
I agree with what Alana said very much. I definitely feel like hygiene would definitely be important. I also agree with like the whole getting sick and it could cause you death pretty quickly. I feel like it would, in certain cases, you would have to mask yourself to smell like a zombie. Like in The Walking Dead where they mask themselves to like walk through a horde of zombies. Certain situations, I would say you'd have to be less hygienic, but in general, you should be very hygienic. In the case of, I don't want to get sick while in the zombie apocalypse. What am I, sneezing and coughing while there's a zombie walking towards me? Like, come on now.
Go, Angel.
Yeah, it's like also very important because if you like ever need shots or something, there's probably never gonna be a doctor to give you those shots again, and you won't know how to do that yourself unless you're actually trained for that, which would make you even more susceptible, which means hygiene would be even more important.
Go ahead.
That doubles as another reason why you shouldn't have kids in the zombie apocalypse.
All right. Any last questions that y'all want to answer or say? It's about to be over.
You know?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Y'all got
But,
anything y'all wanna say?